Previously on Home and Away. Look, if your offer for the cheap booze is still available, you might take it.
So, this is where you live?
People like myself don't keep company with the likes of you. Goodbye.
So, Alf left you no specific instructions on ordering?
Oh, come on, it's all gobbledygook to me. What I know about bait, you can fit in a matchbox.
OK, well, how about we go over the books together when you find some time?
That I would appreciate. Thank you. Oh, good God.
What?
Well, the van. Well, the one Colleen was staying in while her mobile home was being renovated.
Well, which one is it?
Well, that one by the flowers. It's gone.
Well, why would she just up and go?
I don't know. Something I said.
And Colleen, could you give me a description?
Well, it was that young thug who followed me home. Brody. You don't have to look any further than him and that Braxton lot.
So you actually saw Brody towing the van? Or any of the Braxtons?
No, I didn't, but I know it was them. You don't have to be an Eisenstein to work it out. They got it in for me.
OK, well, unfortunately, it might be hard to pin it on them if we don't actually have any proof.
Don't tell me you're going to let them get away with this. I won't be able to sleep at night knowing they're out there somewhere after all I've been through.
I understand this has been an ordeal for you.
They set out to frighten me and victimise me, and they've succeeded. My nerves are completely shattered.
The trade's nothing. We can print the van, but I don't think we're going to turn up much.
All right. Well, we're out here now, so let's pay the Braxtons a visit and see what they say. And can you arrange a tow truck? We can't leave this here. Right, Colleen, we've organised a tow truck, so you'll be able to get a lift back to town with them.
Oh, thank you. And what about Brody Upton? Are you going to arrest him?
I promise you we're going to do whatever we can to find out who did this. And, yeah, if we can prove it, then we'll charge them and arrest them for abduction.
Abduction? Yes, that's what it was. Abduction.
They put the whole thing on the tow bar and towed the van all the way to Mangrove River.
How do you know all this?
I was there when Morag made the call. Poor old Colleen's had 10 years shaved off her life.
Well, it would be pretty frightening.
No, this proves that these idiots are dangerous. They all think it's just some sort of ho-ho-ho prank. But she could have been seriously injured. What if she'd fallen over and broken something or had a heart attack? No, the sooner we get the Mangrove River boys back to the river, the better.
As much as I hate to distract you from your favourite topic of conversation, I'm going to fix up the bill.
OK.
How'd you get your hands on it so quickly?
All right, it's stored. There's more to come. Just thought you may as well start selling it.
Well, the problem is I haven't got the cash to pay for it yet. The insurance check hasn't come through.
Oh, it's all right. I'll take a percentage of the bar until you pay me back.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the arrangement.
Well, you'll still make a good profit on the booze, and I'll get my money back eventually.
I don't want to complicate things.
Then don't.
Look, all I'm saying is if we do this, then we're going to be tied in together for longer. I'd rather just wait till I get the check.
Mate, just relax. All right, it's all sweet.
Police, open up! All right, let's check around the back. Do you want to go that way?
Can't get around that way. No sign of anyone, though.
What do you think? Do the Braxton boys look like Sav-Blanc drinkers to you?
Do you think it might be hot?
I think it's definitely worth checking out.
You right there? It's private property, officers.
Heath, hi.
What can I do for you lovely ladies today?
We want to know where you were last night.
I was home. Mum will tell you that.
I bet you will.
And what do you know about a van being taken from the Summer Bay Caravan Park?
Nothing.
Really, that's funny, because one was dumped just up the road from your house.
Well, it's nothing to do with me.
What about Brody? Does he know anything?
I don't know. And not to do your job for you, but maybe you should just ask him, yeah?
We will. Thanks.
Officers?
Who would think when they're tucked up in bed in the wee small hours that they're going to be abducted?
Hard to believe.
I knew there was something sinister about that young Brodie Upton following me home.
Yeah, but he wasn't violent with it, was he?
No, but you hear about it all the time, senior citizens being bashed and assaulted. Locked in my van, you'd think I'd be safe, wouldn't you? But even with people around, they're brazen enough to abduct me in my sleep.
Yes, that is quite extraordinary.
Oh, Morag, when I woke up and felt that van moving was enough to give me heart failure.
Colin, I know it was very frightening for you, but, well, maybe it'll help if you look on it as some sort of prank. I mean, they didn't mean you any harm, did they?
Well, that's hardly the point.
No, I was just meaning
How
that...
was I to know where they were taking me? I could have ended up over a cliff or out in the wilderness like young Dexter or murdered in my bed. And those hooligans might think it was a joke, but believe me, to me, it wasn't the least bit funny.
No, of course it wasn't.
And to add insult to injury, the police say that I have to pay for the van to be towed all the way to the bay. That's hundreds of dollars, which makes it abduction and robbery in my book.
So this is a normal turnout for lunch.
Oh, it's a bit quieter than usual.
What about the weekends? Any better?
Yeah, we get more of a city crowd.
I reckon that's because Tappers only turns on city people and tourists.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Mate, I've lived here my whole life. Right, I know what the locals like. Take this, for instance, all right? People around here don't look at 3 rice balls and think value for money. They think it's a rip-off. They want a real feed.
Brax, thanks for the booze, but I really don't need the business advice.
Yeah, right. Well, being Italian, have you ever thought about pizza?
I come from a background of family Italian restaurants. That's the last thing I want to do.
Well, there's your first mistake. Mate, you never make business decisions based on emotions.
I just don't think pizza would suit the image.
Well, it doesn't have to be low rent. You know, you do one of these gourmet jobs, charge a premium.
Wait. They're looking for you. Cops are asking Brodie again.
Oh, you think about what I said, eh?
You followed her home to find out which van she lived in, right?
Wrong.
What'd you do then, Brodie?
It's a problem, Sergeant.
No problem.
Yeah, well, I'd like to help if I can.
We don't need your help.
Yeah, unless, of course, you can tell us why your friend thought it'd be fun to tow Colleen Smart's van to Mangrove River.
I didn't touch her van.
How'd it end up there then?
Maybe she forgot to put the wheel brake on.
You realise this is an elderly lady we're talking about? You could have hurt her or even killed her. Do you think that's funny?
He said he didn't do it.
I don't believe him.
Well, that's all you're going to get for now.
Stay away from Colleen Smart.
I'll tell what you're thinking. Well, take it easy. It was just a joke.
It's a joke. Mate, what if that was your mum or your nan? Is that still a joke?
I'm sorry.
Little old ladies, kids, you know the rules, Brodie.
I blew it, man. I won't do it again.
Yeah, you're right, eh?
It's the first time I can't make rent, and I'm not asking you to excuse it. I'm just hoping you can take it into account.
So you're totally relying on this insurance, are you?
Look, takings have been down since the ball. You know, not only did I lose money on the days fixing this place up, but we also got really bad publicity.
I see.
Is this a problem? You know, do I have to borrow money from somewhere else?
No, mate, it's a problem that you're sailing that close to the wind.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but obviously you're a victim of, you know, circumstances beyond your control, so you got my sympathy.
Well, thanks, John. I really appreciate that.
But you're going to have to think of something to get this place back on the tracks.
Well, I'm actually thinking about adding pizzas to the menu.
Lose the tappers?
Not entirely.
Well, it might work, but that's the kind of lateral thinking that's going to turn this place around. Good man.
Find yourself a new hobby, Cook.
Huh?
I just hope you're better at talking to yourself than you are at surfing.
Just get lost.
Hey! Jeez, you okay? Yeah. Is Mrs. Smart around?
Look, you boys leave her alone, all right? She's had enough grief already.
Does that mean she's around or what?
No, she's not around. She was too upset to come in. And from now on, you can forget about coming in too.
Perhaps I should have had chamomile tea. They say it soothes the nerves.
Perhaps I should have had some too.
Never mind. Sergeant Buckton will be here soon with some good news about an arrest, I trust.
Mrs. Smart.
Oh, good heavens, don't you come near me, you young devil.
Don't get upset. I'm not here to cause trouble.
Oh, Colleen, put the mop down. Now, are you the one responsible for taking her van?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, what nonsense. Of course it was him.
Well, if you've come here to harass her again, I shall call the police.
No, please. It's just... I heard about what happened and I felt sorry for Mrs. Smart. I wanted to give her this.
Oh, don't you come near me.
It's all right, Colleen.
I don't trust him as far as I could kick him.
It's to pay for the tow truck.
Yeah, well, give it to me. Now, what's your name?
Brodie Upton.
Well, this looks very much like an admission of guilt to me, Mr. Upton.
No, I swear. I feel bad for teasing you and maybe making someone think it'd be cool to take you for a ride. As a joke or whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to do something to make it okay.
Oh, you hear that, Colleen?
I have nothing to say.
Okay. Well, sorry anyway.
Who is it?
Only me.
Oh, Colleen, what are you doing knocking on the door at this hour? You'll wake the whole house.
Oh, Morag, I'm so frightened. I think I'll stop breathing if I have to stay in that van a moment longer.
Colleen, just calm down. You are safe.
I'm sorry I'm being ridiculous, but I can't help it.
Well, I suppose you better stay here if it helps.
Thank you, Morag. I'm sorry to be such a bird.
Right. Well, come on. I'd like some sleep.
Hey, have you given the pizza idea any thought?
You ever give up?
No, mate, never.
Well, yes, I have. And after adding up all the costs, I'm going to need a new chef, a new oven, menus, advertising, work out some sort of delivery. It's going to cost me about 10 grand.
Yeah, I reckon about that.
When I'm struggling to make ends meet as it is.
We're not talking $1 million, are we?
We're talking 10 grand, and I don't have any money.
So, I could loan you the cash.
Cash? You just got 10 grand just like that.
It's more if you want. Oh, legit, mate, I can give you my accountant's phone number if he's going to help you sleep.
Why would you want to help me?
Well, it's not all about just helping you. I've got money. You've got a business. It's not a difficult decision. So what do you say? We ditch the tappers and start making pizzas? Or we call in the receivers? Mate, it's your choice.
I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah? What about?
Where is someone roughed up Brodie Upton?
Ah, that bloke's always getting into scraps, eh? There's not much I can do about it.
So it has nothing to do with what happened to Colleen Smart?
Like I said.
Okay, so me lecturing you on how you should let the proper authorities deal with such a thing is probably a waste of time. Can you at least tell me what you're doing hanging around Angelo's all the time?
Well, is there a law against tapas? Because if there isn't, there should be.
Just answer the question.
Hasn't he told you yet? Me and Angelo are business partners now.
Next time on Home and Away.
Can't you, of all people, see that getting involved with this guy's going to be trouble?
Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's my job to keep an eye on people who might be involved in criminal activity.
And what criminal activity would that be?
Fencing stolen goods, for starters.
What's that?
Batch numbers for some stolen alcohol. I need to check them against the bottles that Delbrecht.
Catch up on what's happening on Home and Away online at Yahoo 7 TV.